when she came out here, she got sick, and the doctor tied her tubes. And it's the same doctor that Sherman knows, who has the boat on Marina. And she didn't give it a thought. She thought she was safe. She got pregnant. Then when I went to him and he fixed me up. Didn't charge me anything for it.
Oh, he gave you a vasectomy?
Vasectomy, yeah. And then he wouldn't abort mother, but he found a doctor on Sunset Boulevard. They done it. Cost me $300.
How did you feel about having an abortion, having a child aborted?
Well, I tell you, I wasn't, as I said, I wasn't very happy with the partnership, with the business. And my dad died, you know, and left a certain bad feeling. And when she told me that she didn't want the baby, I said, fine. We went back to the doctor, and the doctor made an appointment where she had the baby aborted, where she had herself aborted. And then he fixed me up, and so we wouldn't have no more children.
In retrospect,
I didn't give it no thought about that because I really didn't care after that. I really didn't care if three is enough.
In retrospect, how do you feel about it?
Well, I can't explain how I feel about it for the simple reason, at that time I was so disgusted. And things were going very badly for us, for me anyway, with a partnership and so forth. So at that time I didn't give it a second thought about it.
You were in your early 40s then. You were about 42 years old.
Yes, I didn't give it a second thought about it. Well, she wanted to have Phyllis aborted. She didn't want to have the Phyllis. See, when we came out here on a Saturday, on Shelley Brown's bar mitzvah. Remember, you know Shelley Brown?
I know Shelley Brown.
Yeah. He had a bar mitzvah party. It was bar mitzvah then. And we came over and we slept overnight. Like that, I was a little bit drunk. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. I think that's the night that happened. She usually brought along they had what they call those diaphragms. That night she didn't have any, or she didn't use any. They didn't know no pills at that time. And whether I had a rubber or not, I don't remember. But anyway, she got caught. She was pregnant.
That was in 1945 that Phyllis was born.
It was in 49.
49, well, that's when she
After Grandpa died. After Grandpa died.
You've been married 50 years now.
Yes, it'll be 51 years this coming August.
You know, I assume the marriage has had its ups and downs. What was the best
Like
times
all
of the
marriages has, son.
What was the best times, Dad? The best times of your marriage. What have those been?
The best time of my marriage is now.
Why do you say that?
Why? Because I feel closer to Mom now than I ever did before. We got used to each other's habits. We I'm used to taking her golf, and she used to mine. I know what she means. I know what she doesn't mean. And we have our spats like anybody else. But all in all, I feel very fortunate and happy to have her. I think I love her more now than I ever loved her before.
What was the rockiest time?
The rockiest time? Well, the rockiest time was when I was in St. Petersburg, where I couldn't bring home enough money to live.
A lot of stress over the money?
Of course I was distressed. Because we were used to a better life than Milton then. Why, we spent more one day in eating than they did in a week.
Talking about Milton, Margie Spiegel, they were
That's
always
right.
saving $1, always putting it away.
Always, I know. They never had no checking account. He never signed a check. He never signed a bill that came into the store. Either Manny or I had to do it. Didn't want to have his signature anywhere. He came back with black market money from Gary, with hundreds of thousands of dollars, black market money. And everywhere he went was cash, no checks.
Now, if you've been married 50 years, if you could make anything today like it was 50 years ago, what would you like to have? The life of 1933, 1934 when you were married and that. What was happening then that you missed the most, would like to have the most? Besides, 50 years younger, that you can't have.
Well, the only thing I would say that I would miss is my sex life. My sex life is nil. That I had 50 years ago, or 40 years ago, or so. Now it's nil.
It's something worth missing.
And that's what I miss. But as far as affection and loving is concerned, that I have more now than I ever did before. I feel I have more to love now than I ever did. Besides the children, I have nachas from you, nachas from Phyllis, and nachas from Sherman. And the grandchildren, I don't have to tell you how I feel about them. And financially, I can take care of myself very well. What more can I ask? I never was a high flyer. I never was a drunkard. A gambler. I was a very poor gambler. Not that I cared for it, but when I did gamble, I lost. Never won a goddamn thing. So I never cared to gamble. When I played cards, I played for peanuts over here, for nothing. Penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 2 for a nickel, something like that. I joined the pinochle game, or I joined the pen game. So most I can lose $2, $3. Nothing. Well, people go, all right, I did lose $200-300 in Las Vegas a few times. I went down there. I felt sorry for it because throwing away money. I never did get a kick out of that gambling. Maybe because I didn't know to try the crab game. There's a lot of things to know about it. I didn't know. I tried different games until one of the fellows that I used to bowl with, he owned at that time the Flamingo Hotel. He had a part of it. He saw me gamble, and I lost about a couple $100. He called me on the side. He said, "Sidney, you don't belong to this stable. You want to enjoy yourself? Take $50 or $100. Go to 21. Play blackjack. Play $1, $2. That's all. You can't lose when you can't lose much. You can't win much." He says, and sit around, and if you enjoy it, play it. If you don't, walk away. That's all. That's what I did. He saw right away through me that I couldn't, that I didn't know the game, that I didn't know how to play the cards, I didn't know how to gamble. So every time I went down to Las Vegas, played craps, and of course the slot machines took a few dollars from me. Even the last time I was there 2 years ago, I lost about $100. I left $1 to go in to make $800, but I figured, hell, I'm not going to go in. But it was $3 slot, you know. So I played with $2. Sure enough, the slot that I did in the money was $800. Figured, hell with it, that's all. That's as close as I got to winning. And I haven't been to Las Vegas for years. And what's more, I don't care for it. To me, it's all right. They say it's the playground of the world, Las Vegas. Well, it depends what you want to play.
Dad, thinking about the foods you've enjoyed most during your lifetime. Whose cooking did you enjoy the most? What was there anything special? Any special foods you liked?
Well, I tell you, the best cook that I enjoyed the food from was Uncle Dave's wife, Matilda. Jerry Bain's wife.
Jerry Bain's mother.
Jerry Bain's mother. Nobody came close to her. She was the best cook. Not my mother.
Well, was there any special food you liked? Any special favorite thing you had, or any special favorite holiday you had? The meals of the holiday.
No, offhand I can't think of it.
You've had a
As
lot
far as food was concerned, it never played a big part in my life.
Yeah.
And I was able to eat almost anything. As a matter of fact, when we went on these different trips and tours and so forth, and when we came to a restaurant, like in a foreign country, I asked what their favorite dish was. And he told me. So I said, I want to try it. Like when I went in Tangiers, was at a Casbah over there, their hotel, and we all sat around on cushions, That's what I had, couscous.
Couscous.
Yes, with the beer. But couscous. I heard so much about it, I tried it. It burned my kishkas out.
So, you've been in the United States for many years. You were 12 when you came here.
Yes.
You're going to be 76. Well, you've been here 63 years. Now, who were your favorite entertainers? People you enjoyed the most? Why did you like them?